Golden Nugget in Vegas has released its win projections for 2016. Let's look at the over and unders, considering that only 4 teams are projected to win at least 10 football games. The Clemson Tigers are one of them, the national runner-up from 2015 with a record of 12-0 in the regular season before winning the ACC championship game and a college football playoff before losing the national title game to Alabama 45-40. First, let's look at the non-conference games. Troy and South Carolina State, those are 2 wins. Okay, a game on the Plains against Auburn, a final game, the traditional Palmetto State rivalry game against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Usually 2 extremely difficult opponents out of the SEC, but Clemson catches a break. South Carolina is way down at 3-9 in Will Muschamp's first season coming in 2016. Of course, the Auburn Tigers pretty marginal at 2-6 in the SEC, 7-6 after a bowl win over Memphis. We expect the Tigers to be a little bit better and the Gamecocks, but not enough to deal with the Clemson Tigers. Clemson's got at least its 75 to 80% win probability against those 2 opponents, especially the game against South Carolina at home. The 2 crossover games in the ACC. So 14 teams in the ACC, 7 teams in each division. They play everyone in their division, the 6 conference games. They play 2 of the other division teams. And so for Clemson this year, it's going to be Georgia Tech, who they always play, this time in Atlanta. The Yellow Jackets coming off a dismal 3-9 campaign. Clemson's other game is against Pitt, the 3rd to the last game of the season. They should win both of those games as well. Of course, the key games against Florida State, that one this year in Tallahassee. The Seminoles supposed to be ready to once again reclaim their throne in the ACC. That's pretty much a toss-up game at this point, especially with a game in Tallahassee. But Clemson certainly with maybe one of the best offenses in college football. So the other games, they'll be a decided favorite, and probably the only other team that could possibly challenge them would be the game at Louisville, but that's a home game this year for the Clemson Tigers. Clemson projected to win 10. The over-under has to go over for this one. Even if they lose against Florida State, they run the table. Even if they lose 2 games and you make the play in Vegas, you push. Clemson is not going 9-3 this season. The Tigers will go at least 11-1. Worst case scenario, reasonable worst case scenario, is Clemson finishes at 10-2 and you keep your money. All right, that's our take on the Clemson Tigers. We'll come back with another team very soon right here on Mark Rogers TV.